Welcome to Whose Turn Is It Anyway, your board gaming podcast where we talk about tabletop board games and obviously a lot more. In this special expansion pack episode, we are joined by Mark Monk of NinjaGeekGames to talk all about even more games. So let's not waste any time and jump over and meet Mark. So we're here with Davey.
Hello.
And our special guest, Mark Monk.
Hello.
From NinjaGeekGames.
Special guest.
You're special.
You're special, yeah.
You're definitely special because we're not.
Well,
it's all relative.
Yeah. You're also here in person, when usually we do this episodes, we're over over the internet. So it's nice to have someone here.
I'm normally in my office, in my small office, just on the computer screen, having this kind of conversation. So the fact that you're here in the Whose Turn headquarters, aka the dining room, is great. So thank you for being here, Mark.
Thank you. It's just two more friends I have now.
Absolutely. But yeah, it was weird because we kind of met properly, face to face, I don't know how many months ago now, on the Gaming Rules Apex Legends stream, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did.
And he's like, oh yeah, where do you live? Yeah. And he's like, oh, I live literally in the village next to yours. And I was like, oh my God, I'm really that close? That was really kind of surreal for me. So yeah.
And then I nearly bought your house.
I nearly did.
We looked round.
We had a weird, we're looking for houses. We were selling houses kind of thing.
It's like the ultimate power play, isn't it?
Yeah.
We were at Paul's and he just mentioned he was moving. I was like, where do you live? How much for?
Yeah, he did. He jumped on me and then the next thing I knew, Right Move was up and he was looking around. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
But there we go. It's all good fun. So Mark, we always like to ask our guests the kind of first question, because before we kind of get into the meat of it, is your favourite game. What is your favourite game? Because we're gamers.
And it's not an easy question.
No, it's not.
Favourite? Top dog.
Remember, everyone's going to judge you on this. So
Choose wisely.
It's really hard because for me, my favourite game depends on loads of circumstances.
like mood, who you're playing with.
And I normally have a favourite for each genre. And people say, well, if you're on a desert island, what game would you take? And I'm thinking, well, it's got to be a solo game, isn't it?
What game you can always bring out and you're always excited to play? Let's rephrase that then, rather than your favourite.
That one's easy.
Yeah?
It's all the time, and I'm a bit disappointed you didn't invite me last time, is Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I know, every time we put it, I did say this on a previous episode, I said, I feel bad because every time we put this in, we do our socials. Oh look, we play Game of Thrones, and then Mark always goes, "Where's my invite?" Every time without fail. So we have to sort this.
I don't know you
see
well
us at our lowest, though. You know that. Yeah.
No, I was going to say I don't know you well enough to care what I do in the game. So.
It's probably a good thing. Yeah.
No, I do. I've been playing that for years, and it's quite an old game now. It's
11 years.
Yeah.
Well, that's a second edition. Is 11 years old.
Yeah.
And 2008, I think, isn't it?
Well, the first edition.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I think it was 2008.
Fact check it, people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
And I do love it. I play the expansion now, so we're
Yeah.
always 8 players. I mean, the last game we played was a 12-hour session.
8 players is a lot, though.
It's
isn't
a
it?
long time, and we are brutal, like hideously brutal to each other.
A lot of shouting over the table.
We won't talk the next day. It's,
We can't even look at each other anymore.
No.
Yeah. Favourite faction or team?
Oh, it has to be Greyjoy.
I'm with you.
I'm
with you.
There is a move you should do every turn to start.
The sea? Move. Go out to the sea? No?
Yeah. Attack Lannister.
Yeah.
Destroy that ship. Take the sunset bay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You got to take that bay because that
Otherwise
bay.
You get pinned in. We've watched people not do that, and then their whole game has just been not being able to leave that little island.
You spend the whole game trying to get out to sea, and you can't. So absolutely.
And I don't care when I play. I am nice, and then I'll just wipe the floor with it and watch people's face just drop, and they look like wounded puppies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a cat man, you know.
Yeah. I do like the Greyjoys. I don't know what it is about them. I like their card abilities. I just like where they are on the board. And I don't know. That's the only time I've won the game twice, and it's always been with Greyjoys.
Yeah, mostly with Greyjoys for me.
I think we've also been lucky. I think the 2 times you've also had the Starks as vassals, Because I think they're the ones who probably put a lot more pressure on you otherwise.
Starks, the vassals are hard.
Yeah,
they're tough. They're strong.
Yeah. So, and I think that's the problem with Curly is because you're trapped between two vassal houses.
He was, yeah.
And I controlled one of them, and I was the Martell slowly marching upwards because I'd made a pact with the Tyrells. Because otherwise you end up fighting all game.
Yeah.
So we had to just make a pact and slowly move upwards instead. Because otherwise, I've done it before, where you end up in a war, and then all game you're just fighting down at the foot of the land with like over crumbs.
When we play, I'll do a little video, and I'll have Game of Thrones music in the background where we select the houses beforehand, and then we'll have secret WhatsApp groups. And
oh really?
Yeah. So we have
you go whole hog.
Yeah, we have. We send ravens before the game.
Yeah, nice.
And this is about a week in advance, but I'll always do something funny in the video. So it'll either be some cool editing where I've like mashed games up and stuff, and that's what I did. I actually did a TikTok of it because it made me laugh so much. As I turned it into a song, and I had the camera in front of me, and I was trying to. I was just keeling over, and I couldn't do it, and I was just laughing so much. So I've edited all the bloopers into this reel of me trying to do this song of whose factions playing.
You are the loudest. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I think we need to come to your events. They sound a lot more fun than ours. You get the whole production level. Yeah. I'd expect nothing less.
Do you dress up as well? Or no, is that too
well,
far?
we do put the Game of Thrones music soundtrack on.
Nice.
You have to have.
You've got to do a bit of that. A bit of ambience.
Yeah. Just imagine someone dressed as the Mountain coming in, just on like stilts and body seat.
I'm just thinking if you were Cercei, mate, it's not quite working for me.
Shame.
Shame on you. Nice, yeah, good choice. That's it's definitely one of our kind of favourites.
It's the most thematic game, and I've said it before, but it does feel very Game of Thrones. You end up just making pacts and little deals with people, and then quickly just
throwing them under the bus.
It's like Marmite though. I don't know people that don't mind it. They either hate it or they love it. I don't know anyone that doesn't mind it.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's understandable.
Yeah, completely. What are the games that you're really enjoying right now?
Right now,
right
now I'm doing a lot of reviews. So I'm playing a lot of games that aren't mine. It's got sent to me, and I've got a load that my shelf of shame that I want to play myself. But I've got obviously commitments for these. So what's on my table now is Taverns of
Tiefenthal.
Yeah, I've got that on the table
yes.
Now.
It's good fun.
Yeah, it's I've only played the base game, so I played it with my son and he absolutely destroyed me. He did by like 10-15 points.
Nice.
So that's on my table now, and I've got a nice Geek and Son table. So on top of that is White Castle.
Nice.
Okay.
Which I got at Essen, which I think is brilliant.
Good fun.
Yeah, really good.
It's quite crunchy for a midweight Euro, and it actually plays quite quickly.
Yeah.
So you get kind of
9 turns, is it?
Yeah.
I've not played it yet.
No, it's really good. I like the mechanic of, obviously you want the higher dice because you get the money, but then if you choose the lower one, you get that action.
You get a little run. Yeah.
So I quite like that. And if you're really savvy with your dice placement, you can get a little bonuses and things. So.
There's quite a lot of chaining you can do as well if you do it right. So
these Davey kind of smaller box midweight Euros are doing quite well because their Red Cathedral was their kind of other similar size kind of approach. And that you look at it and go, it doesn't look like much, but when you play it, it's like
there's a lot of content in that box because the box is only a few inches, isn't it? And you open it up and it's packed full of stuff.
Well, and the quality of everything in there as well. It's nice printed wood on it, and it just looks really good.
Yeah, so that's what I'm playing at the minute, both solo and multiplayer.
Yeah.
So that was good.
It did remind me of Batoku, but I think I preferred White Castle to Batoku.
I like Batoku. I
like Batoku. I don't dislike Batoku. I just liked White Castle a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's the thing about Batoku is it looks horrendous when you first get it out and you set it up and you think there's no way I'm going to play it, no way I'm going to learn this game.
I'll pass this information.
It is, and the rule book isn't brilliant, and then when you finally get to grips with it, actually it's not a bad game. It's pretty simple.
It's not too bad once you get into it.
I've been playing a lot of Solar Sphere lately as well because I had an expansion for that to review. And the expansion adds so much. If you're going to get the base game, get the expansion.
Just throw it in.
It's brilliant. It's extra modules, extra locations.
That Drando Games, isn't
it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, really nice game.
I've not heard of it.
No, it's a dice manipulation, dice worker placement game.
Okay.
You're sending your dice to locations and getting resources or getting crew or fighting bad guys.
Okay.
And then they added in a separate board, an easier way to get resources, because normally you could only get one type of resource from each card, so you'd end up with a number of rock or crystals and things. But now this lets you get sort of like different quantities of different types, so it's a bit better.
Cool.
Yeah. Adrian's got it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we need to badger him.
Yeah.
Put it in. We can have a play.
Yeah, it's
He's
good.
got loads of games we need to play.
Yeah.
It's about the same, a bit longer than say White Castle, but quite a quick game. So it's hours long.
I've noticed a lot of games design at the moment. They seem to go towards the quicker end of games. You're always left kind of wanting another turn.
Yeah.
You're
It's
always
exactly the same with this actually.
Yeah, you're kind of always left on that
6
cliff
rounds,
edge, going
yeah.
like, oh no,
Could have done more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's better than the other way around, isn't it? Like if you think of Endless Winter.
Oh, that's
which
exactly
is
what I was thinking about.
It's the one you think of the opposite, where you go, well, I'm done, and I've still got another round.
What do I do now?
I can do anything.
Yeah.
And it just kind of
You've
goes,
done everything.
It just like it runs out of steam in that
Yeah.
way, because you don't really feel like there's any contention.
No.
I've not played that one.
No.
No.
It's a good game. It's they added an official variant in that sorts that out.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like, I should have been there from the start, really.
Yeah,
But
because I played it once and thought, well, I've completed it.
yeah. Which is not what you want. It's not what you want from a big production game, is it?
No, it did feel like that. I
Yeah.
felt satisfied with my play and it was good, but I thought I didn't really need to play it.
What do you
again.
do next
That's what
time?
I felt like.
It's the same thing, really, because
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah, that was it. And I didn't win, but it just there was nothing else to do. I'd completed my engine. I completed everything else.
Yeah.
So.
But it's Halloween this weekend. Well,
It is.
Halloween weekend, and I normally obviously pull out a horror game and things. And I've got my top 5 horror games, but I was going to play the Arkham Horror 3rd edition.
Yes.
I haven't played that yet, so
No,
I
I'm
was
not
going to
played
get that out. But Linvander Games contacted me, and they're revamping Evil Dead 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the solo mode.
Nice.
Yeah, so they sent me the rules to that. So I said, right, I'll get that played. Play the
Yeah.
solo game and
Get the Necronomicon out and
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
thumbing through it.
very very basic.
Little
game,
skeleton
very
in the
simple,
background
but-
shouting, "I'll rip his balls off."
Forgot about that bit.
It just cracked me up every time I watch that film. I just thought it was
Evil
quality.
Dead.
Yeah. So that'll be hitting the table this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it, this time of year, and you can pull out like a kind of thematic game. We played.
What's your favourite horror one?
Oh, horror. I mean, the one I would end up going towards is probably Fury of Dracula.
Oh, yeah?
Because that's the one I have, but I
Maybe
haven't
Nemesis,
got
I
it.
think's mine. Even though
I
it's
mean,
not really
yeah,
horror,
yeah.
but it kind of does
kind of
give me
is.
that suspension.
Yeah.
That suspense. Sorry.
It's not one I
Nemesis.
think for Halloween, because like Halloween, you're thinking witches,
Monsters.
you're thinking
Yeah,
monsters,
yeah.
and
It's true.
I think something like Horrified or Fury of Dracula, or insert any kind of game in there. You can
It's-
probably say like
it's
Plank
Mansions.
the Mummy Map,
Yeah.
but that's stretching it.
Mansions of Madness. is
Mansions
always
of
a good one.
Madness, yeah. But yeah, Nemesis. I love Nemesis.
Yeah, that's again
But you're
brutal.
right.
It does kind of have that
Oh,
suspense
it's
and
horror
like,
though, isn't it? Yeah.
tight corridors
Yeah.
and you can't
You-
trust anyone.
You looked at the new version at Essen, didn't you?
Yes.
The,
So yeah, Retaliation.
Retaliate,
Yeah.
yeah, that looks great.
Yeah,
It does look really good.
does
Yeah.
look like they twist it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Everything's on a smaller scale, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the aliens or intruders or whatever they are, because I think they're going with another species, which
Are they?
makes sense. They're all kind of minied down,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
all can sit in
There's gonna be more
corridors
of them.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot. When we
Yeah.
looked at it, I went, Christ, there's quite a lot
Yeah.
on this board.
Yeah.
But then they're all kind of armed to the
It looks
teeth.
more
so-
like slightly tower defensey in some aspect, but still with the aspects of I think you're going to be overrun.
Yeah.
it's kind of like Space Hulk-esque, I guess.
Yeah. I'm
That-
intrigued.
Those corridors that kind of ran along.
Because they've
but-
also got the. I saw someone open it the other day. Side quest or something. Nemesis side quest.
Oh yeah, is it like an escape room?
Yeah,
kind of
I
thing?
didn't.
Okay.
I just saw someone with a
Yeah.
box up looking
Yeah,
through
no,
it, and
I
I.
haven't seen that.
Yeah.
There we go. But the thing for Nemesis for me is what I love about it is the fact that you are that kind of character that's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
equipped for this.
Nope.
This shit.
No.
Like you're literally going, oh my god.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're kind of these like kick-ass Marines, which is cool because Aliens is probably my favourite film
Yes,
ever.
agreed.
So
yeah.
it can be like Hudson or Hicks or whatever is awesome, and obviously you can do all the lines from the film, which I think will be will be
Everyone does.
mandatory.
Yeah.
Stay frosty and all
Game
that.
over.
Yeah, game over, man. But then will it? Yeah, where's the tension? And I'm sure it's probably going to be done on a
I think it's
volume
more of
numbers
like
based.
being overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, yeah.
I I think that's but you'll actually be killing stuff, which
Yeah.
might feel nice as well.
Yeah, it doesn't
rather
happen very
than-
often in this, does it? No.
Especially
I
them
remember
dice.
when Tambo rolled like 5, what is the equivalent of ones?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there was literally it
Miss.
was 600 times. I
Miss.
think it was one thing
Miss.
that he failed on, which was like the Queen side, and he rolled it like 3 times in a row.
Spent
And
all
I
his
just
ammo.
burst out laughing.
He was a soldier.
It was the funniest.
Yeah.
I think I killed more things as the engineer than he did as the soldier. It
I
was
just like the stories that you tell after, and
Yeah.
you're kind of reminiscing about it, about what happened, and or if you're on your WhatsApp group, and it's what happened last night, and you go, well,
That's what it's brilliant as.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
such a narrative game with no words.
Yeah.
Like there's no
Yeah,
story per se. It's what you do.
yeah, everyone's
And-
got their own agenda.
And it's
and-
playing a film in a weird way, and
Yeah.
you know sometimes you're going to be the character that gets killed.
Yeah.
In a horrific way. And
we have
sometimes-
the alien ambience playing in the background.
Yep.
And you can just hear the Queen breathing and the motion tracker going off. Yeah.
It's got to be done.
Need someone with a water spray bottle just in the back of the neck as well, just misting you.
Just throwing acid around.
Yeah.
Just, you know,
Hydrochloric. Ah!
it's bloody horrible. What are you doing? Although you'd be like, not on the board.
Yeah.
This game's expensive.
We're not animals.
No, absolutely. So how do you get in the hobby then, Mark? What's your kind of entry into tabletop in general?
God, this is probably when I was about 8. It shows my age now. When I got Hero Quest for Christmas.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Tick.
that's it. Yeah, yeah. And my dad got it out, and he's as brutal as I am now at Game of Thrones. He was like, right, Mark, we're going to play this game. And he was the dungeon master all the time and just wiped the floor with me. He just killed me. Yeah. Loved it when traps
Behind his
came.
player screen.
Yeah, giggling away. And I was a sore loser then. And then I've been playing things like, I went on to then Space Crusade.
Yeah, same.
Never played things like Warhammer. Never
No.
played War, but I played their tabletop games like Blood Bowl and Necromunda and things like that. You know, the smaller scale versions. Dabbled in them for a few years, and then Arkham Horror 2nd Edition. I thought, that looks nice. And I got that, and it was something I'd never seen before. This huge sort of like story-driven game with just one game, and that's it. And it takes hours to play. And I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely fell in love with it, and then just started getting one game at a time, and now I've got hundreds and hundreds. It's like a disease.
It's weird, isn't it?
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird how it happens. It kind of happens before you even know it's happening.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, what's going on?
Yeah. Runebound, I think Runebound was next, the 2nd edition. Yeah. Got into that, and I was like, oh my god, this is an adventure game, brilliant. Do you think I always thought, Dungeons and Dragons, that was it on a large scale of adventuring. And then playing Runebound, and then it got, I think I got Doom. Do you remember Doom?
Yeah.
Yeah, got it out. It was all Fantasy Flight based
It
games.
was,
at
yeah.
first,
Yeah.
Because they did a lot of different games back then, didn't they? Now it's Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah.
That's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They don't want to risk anything else now, do they? It seems.
Well, their Terranoth series was good, I thought.
Yeah.
Rune Wars, Runebound. They had a Rune Wars card game as well, didn't they?
I think so, yeah.
Rune Age.
Rune Age,
You had all the same universe, Descent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although they've just redone it, obviously. The expansions just come out for that.
Yeah,
I saw your video on that.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
We haven't
hefty
shown
one.
it to Rob yet because he'll cream
well,
himself.
we need to we need to complete the first load of.
You say
Descent
we.
first.
You and Rob and
I've
Tambo.
got a dragon in there the size of my arm. It's honestly,
Yeah.
it's
Is it really that big?
It's huge, yeah. I was like, oh wow, it's running around the house with this dragon.
Super.
Yeah,
super
and then so I just kind of that's how I got into the hobby, I think. And
nice.
I had to go into. I didn't have many people. I didn't know many people into gaming back then, so I had to go onto Board Game Geek and look at these solo variants and things to these games. But now that becomes more popular now. I don't think you'll find many games without solo variants now. Everything hitting Kickstarter is a solo variant.
Yeah, it's definitely hit off, and I'm guessing it's because it's probably maybe it's now easier to design, but there's more help and influence for the design. There's certain mechanics they hit. There's certain developers that they all seem to go towards.
Well, David Cercei
David
does them all.
Cercei pretty much does a load of them.
90% of solo modes for every game.
So I'm guessing, and they know there's also a market there for it.
I think it helps sell the game though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
If
it really
you know
does.
that you can play it solo,
That's an
more
extra.
chance
Yeah,
it's going to get to the table.
Yeah.
So you go, oh, I'll buy that.
Well, some games I think are better solo. I played.
Yeah.
Have you played Autobahn? No, so that was some. I think it was Lucky Duck Games, that sent it, and they said, was it Alley Cat Game? I can't remember which one. They sent it to me, and they said, and I looked at it, and I was like, building motorways in Germany.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I know. It's not a theme I usually go for. I thought, okay, I'll give this a whirl, and I played it solo, and I was like, my God, this is amazing. It's so good. Then we played it 4-player at UK Games Expo, and I wasn't keen. You just get blocked off so much,
Okay.
and you know that's what the AI does. They just block you. But with 4 players, I was just going, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. And it became quite frustrating in the end. So I was like, I'm going to stick with this, 2-player max. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good though, isn't it? That I'm a big advocate for solo games. I know, Davey, you don't really dabble that much in. There's probably a few of us in the group. A minority, I would say, that do.
I think I would like solo games more if
someone could set them up for you.
Someone could set them up for me. I think that's it.
I knew where he was going. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
I'm not doing it. I'm not. I stop asking. I am not doing it.
It's because it's usually
JP, are you free?
Yeah. Mine's either like I can play some computer games online with my friends,
I get it.
Or I can play a solo game, and then I go play board games with you guys anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
No, that's understandable. Yeah.
it's one of those where and the 2 times I have set up a solo game, and you know what, I'm going to play this game solo, Patoku, and I went, oh God, this is. I can't be bothered.
I do get that though. I do, like, if I get a new game, I'll read it, I'll set it up, and I think, right, and I sit down and go, I'll come back. I'll see you later. I'll come back later. Yeah. Like any like games made specifically just for solo play with only solo modes. Like,
I mean, the solo games that I enjoy that are purely for solo, Hoplo or Hoplomachus Victorium.
Yes.
If I'm in the mood and I want this grand experience, and it's really weird because you're sat there and you get all the game out.
It's a huge game, though, isn't it?
It's huge. You're rolling out the neoprene mat.
You've got
the stadium with all the chips going, and you're just sitting there going, and it's just like you're an emperor just about to play a game.
In your head, you're like, you're not entertained.
Yeah, you do all of that. And,
Yeah.
your wife walks past to get a cup of tea, and she's like, loser.
You definitely have a toga you wear when you play it as well. I can imagine you sitting there in your little toga.
It's not just for playing. No. So that one I do enjoy when I'm kind of in the mood to do it. So the other one that I like is Under Falling Skies. If I just want a quick blast, Space Invader-y kind of
Did you
game.
get the Columpton promo? It's
Yeah.
amazing, isn't it? Paul's house.
Yeah, you've got Berlin, we've got London, and now we've got Columpton, which is literally Paul Grogan's house.
Yeah, nice.
Amazing. But yeah, nice little game, quite puzzly, bloody brutal.
They had did they have a huge version of that at
Did they?
Essen? Was it? I'm sure it was that game. They had like a massive version of it, and it was on like a little ramp.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know.
Who makes it?
Czech Games.
Yes,
Edition.
it was. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they had a huge sort of like almost life size.
I think it was too busy. We just did not see that.
Yeah, no, it was massive. With dice like this. Yeah.
Chucking them around.
Yeah.
There we go. God, I could talk about games all episode.
Funny that.
Yeah.
Funny.
We
made a podcast that talked about games.
It's a good job, isn't it? Yeah. But we best talk about you, Mark.
Okay.
A little bit.
Why
So
not?
you've obviously got your channel, NinjaGeekGames.
Yes.
And obviously
3 years now. Yeah.
Is it 3? Has it been 3 years?
3.5 years.
Wowzers. So, what's the genesis? How do you? I mean, not that I clicked a few buttons and set up an account, but like, what was the idea behind it? Like,
It was during COVID when we had the lockdown. And,
that thing.
Yeah, that. Do you remember?
Yeah.
That's when solo.
I try to
gaming
forget.
became big.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Solo gaming was a thing.
Yeah.
And my it's my birthday, and normally every year I have. It's actually good now because it's always around GridCon, so I can go there instead now.
Nice.
Don't have to have my friends at my house now.
Yeah, it's easier, isn't it?
Yeah, and Paul can organise it. So, I normally have loads of friends around, and obviously we couldn't do that, and I was gutted. So my friends chipped together and they got me Aeon's Legacy.
Aeon's End.
Yeah, the Legacy one.
Yeah.
They got me that, and they were all going, "Oh, what's it like? What's in it?" So I just did a quick WhatsApp video doing what's in it, and my friend said that was really good. So I said, "Did you script that?" I'm like, no. And he said that was really good. You should consider doing a channel showing people what's in the box. And so I started, and the first video I did, I think, was what's in Outer Rim.
Yeah.
And watching it now, I cringe more than when Becky found out she was Q-Jump. Okay.
Yes.
I watch it now, and I watched it the other day actually, and I'm looking at myself in the camera, But when you look at yourself in the camera, you're looking about 4 feet to the right.
Yeah.
It's like I'm talking to someone off screen. I got no mic, and it is just terrible. And that didn't deter me, so I just kept doing it. And then Tristan Hall from Hall and Nothing Productions, I think he sent me a game. It was like my first ever one, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is great!"
Yeah,
I'll review
I've
this.
made it.
Yeah, it was good. And then there was another company. I don't think they're around anymore. NinjaGeekGames. They're the ones that did Evil Dead.
Yeah,
and they do a lot of collectible card games for like Street Fighter. They did Street Fighter as well.
Okay, yeah.
And they sent me Evil Dead and Buffy, and I did an unboxing video and a playthrough for those. And they were really appreciative. They put it on their website, and I was like, "This is great. I'm really enjoying this." And as a thank you, they actually did my logo, because that's a tattoo I got in Vegas.
Yeah.
And they're based in Vegas, and they said that one of our artists is going to redo your logo, because it actually was just an edited crop of my tattoo, so just with like sort of like contrast changes and stuff, and they completely changed it. And then I just started. First of all, just started reviewing my own games and things like that, and then started getting into doing Kickstarter previews and things. And then I've only done a few, but I do tabletop grudge match, so I get 2 closely related games, like both copies of The Thing or Runebound and Gloom of Killforth, and I talk about the mechanics and how they differ, the components, and how like battles different in them both, and say which one I like best as well.
Nice.
And I do that, and I quite enjoy doing that. It's just like you've got 2 games to look at the same time.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You know?
Yeah, nice.
Pros and cons of each, and you
exactly.
get into it like
and then
having a scrap.
I do. Yeah, and then there's a winner. And then I got into TikTok as well. I thought I'd never get into TikTok. I thought I was far too old for TikTok by about
This is me.
I had to
only about
I had
30
to drag
years.
JP kicking and
You did.
screaming into TikTok.
When
you?
you
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
mentioned it, I was like, Davey, dude, like seriously. No, my daughter's on TikTok and she's doing all these dances, and it's a weird place. Yeah, it's a weird place.
It is.
JP expected us to do lots of dances with board games.
Yeah, I didn't know what you had in
around.
mind, but and then I started to dabble with it, and I was so skeptical. I was like,
I was the same,
no, and we did it. I went, it's quite good fun actually.
Yeah, you can lose yourself for hours.
Yeah.
I'll go to bed and I'll just have a look, and then 4 hours later, my eyeballs are bleeding because I'm so tired. It's like 3 a.m. and it's just one more video.
Yeah.
And that started. And I was kind of just cruising through that, just getting the odd, 250 likes. That's the average, isn't it?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
And then I just did one video where I just smashed games together and did a really cool edit. And that just went viral. It was like 400,000 views, and just getting ping all night with these likes and comments, and then it just kind of hit off. Yeah.
So your ideas with your videos of TikTok, have you got like inspiration from anywhere? Or
I copy people.
You just
No.
I find the trends. I find the trends and I get on.
Yeah, I will. I'll look for videos that have the music that gets repeated, and I feel like I'll use that sound, because obviously that sound is trending. How can I make that into board games? I saw one today actually. It was have you watched Monsters Inc?
Yeah.
And you know that lady, always
Yeah.
watching Mike Wazowski. Well, I saw about 10 videos in a row with dogs looking at the screen and then people playing that. And I thought, how can I do that in board gaming? So it's just a vine of me making sure people are collecting the correct resources.
Yeah.
And I thought that'll be a good one.
Yeah,
And then with the editing one, I can't remember, because I did my tabletop grudge match with 2 games, and I thought, well, if I had 2 games and I could put them together,
what would they be?
Yeah. So you get sort of like, a dice game with a fantasy game, and then you've got role player. And it's really,
I've seen your edits on it, and it's really good.
So simple.
Yeah,
it's really, really simple.
Well, when I first kind of saw your videos, obviously I was like, oh, who's this guy? I honestly thought you were American.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. Yeah, they do.
You
they always think I'm American.
I don't know why. You just think it's the American dude, and then until you spoke, went, oh no. He's from the village next door. He literally lives in the village next to you, which is really kind of surreal for me. Yeah.
I did a video the other day. I don't know if you saw it, and it was like behind the scenes of how I do the Smash mashups.
Yes.
And I did it. So you do this, and actually did the edit, and so I won't tell people.
Yeah, did it, and then magic happens, and it smushes together and creates.
And it does actually work. Yeah.
No, you do a cracking job with it. Like, I think if anyone is listening to this who haven't heard about Ninja Geek Games, get on TikTok, watch Mark's videos. and you will just be going through them literally.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed.
No, it's really good fun to kind of watch and engage.
Thirst Trap's next, I think.
First draft, yeah. You're going to be doing the water dance along with some twerking.
Yeah.
It's Mark doing the Bacardi.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's talk about twerking and about your dog.
My dog, really, yeah. Dog twerks.
Yeah.
It'll be you and your dog doing it. It'll be fine.
It means she likes you.
So 3 years in,
Yeah.
still going strong.
It is, yeah. It's hard because you've got. I would say to people, if you're going to start a channel, is don't take too much on from people, because you can say yes to every publisher and designer. Yes, I'll do your game. Yes, I'll do your game. And you end up with a massive list, and it kind of really stresses you out. And you then, do I do them quickly, or do I do a thorough job and then have to make that person wait? And I did that like when I first got into it. I think I had like 6 games to review, and you've got to play them enough to review them as well. And I was like, I had to take a week off work, just to get all these games played, and it really, really stressed me out. So now I'm thinking, right, just one at a time.
So now you try and pick and choose a bit now? Like,
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
So the ones that you would also kind of enjoy while you're doing
it's
it?
not
or
always
is it...
enjoy, because I don't want to be that guy that. Because if I enjoyed every game, you wouldn't watch the video. Every game can't be great.
Yeah.
And there are some games that I reviewed and I really didn't like, but I try and find areas where I think people would like them. So, for instance, one game I really didn't like was Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Didn't like that at all. I thought it was very basic. It was half a game. But I said, right, if you do like the game, then and I went into why you should play if you like the game. But
and it makes sense, because you can't like every game.
No,
There's some games that some people will love and you don't like and hate. So you do kind of have to be open in that sense. But yeah, I do appreciate the honesty as well.
Yeah.
So if someone's
have
got
to be.
Yeah.
You have to be. Actually, just going to be. You get called out. You can't have every game can't be good. It's just just
This
not
game's the best game ever. It's amazing. And it's like, is it? Is it really though?
Yeah.
And you will. The internet will find you and call you out on your BS very quickly.
Which is one of the reasons why I do it all for free. I say it is my own opinion. I've got no.
You're not being paid for your opinion.
Exactly. To give an opinion and stuff. So. I've got Tabletop Gaming contacted me today.
Yeah.
The magazine.
Yes.
And they're sending me the advent calendar they're doing this year.
Oh,
so you'll be able to see
nice.
what they're doing this
that's
year.
cool.
Yeah, that looks really good.
That's cool.
So they want me to do some daily videos of what you get.
Yeah.
But then I said, that's fine, but people are going to know what they get. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a surprise for them.
Unless you do it in the evening.
Hashtag.
Of
They want
the day.
now, obviously, before it goes.
Oh yeah.
It's
Okay.
November, isn't it? Next month. So.
We could do 2 videos. One where you actually blur out what you're taking out, and then the other video is the reveal. So people can see it's like, oh, that looks like that, and then they kind
What
of,
is
if
it?
they don't want to know what it is, they can then buy the calendar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they do it on Board Game Geek, don't they? They blur out images of, and you have to click it to see the image.
That's
and
it, to the
things.
spoiler image.
Yeah.
So you could do something like that.
Or just say, I'll tell you if you subscribe.
Yeah.
If not, you're not going to know.
Yeah.
So I'm joking, of course. I'm joking. So yeah, obviously this takes a lot of time, right?
Does.
I mean, I kind of know, although we only do the audio part, and it still takes a lot of time, and you're doing both, video and audio, and creating content for your channel, and even when you're not recording, you're probably thinking about recording
all the time.
and jotting ideas down or thinking about ideas. So how do you fit it in?
Well, I mean, I don't know if because I work full time as well at the hospital. I dissect people for a living. That's what I do. I cut bits of body parts up.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Now I know whether
no. Well, I get the bits from surgery.
Oh, okay.
you get the bits afterwards to cut over and diagnose.
Yeah, for diagnostics. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I do that in the day. That's Monday to
Very
Friday, 9 to
macabre.
5. Yeah. Which is why I like Abomination.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It does, yeah.
There's always
Horror
lightning going on, and it's always in a dark room.
Yeah.
Slightly lit. But there you go.
Have you met my friend Eagle?
Yeah. It's actually just Bill Bailey coming over.
Love it.
So I do that in the day, and then I also run a kickboxing gym as well.
Yeah.
So I do that. I do 4 sessions.
Where do you find the time?
I know, exactly, yeah. And then I teach 1 or 2 private sessions before I start work in the morning as well. So I have to have a script, so I feel like a news reporter with a, and
You got like a teleprompter.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Brilliant.
I do.
Has your wife ever messed with you and wrote something else in a teleprompter?
No, but
It's
she
like Ron
stares
Burgundy.
she stares through the window to put me off, and I'm there trying not to look as I'm talking. But I know I do have to create my script, and that takes that can take a couple of hours to do, especially if it was like I did. Dark Souls, and that was a huge 40-minute video, and that was pages and pages of script, and I do it in segments. So that does take a long time to do, and all my YouTube clips, and even Paul was pretty impressed with this, all my YouTube clips and editing is all done on my phone.
Yeah, I remember you telling me this. I was like,
done.
Really?
Yeah, it's all done on my phone.
What phone do you have?
S22. I'm not selling them.
No. Other phones are available.
No, I'm just intrigued. Is it a piece of software that you use for?
Yeah, KineMaster.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
KineMaster, and I not a lot of people like that. But I just find it so quick.
Yeah.
And I can edit with my thumbs really quickly. But my wife has bought me a laptop and a camera for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
So are you going to transfer the editing over there, or are you going to still do it on the phone?
I'll do TikTok on the phone, and I'll use the camera.
Yeah.
It's a nice Samsung or Sony V1, the V-Lock. Yeah. So looking forward to getting that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. No, it's great to kind of see someone who, takes that idea, starts a channel, and like you said at the kind of beginning, where you look back at your first kind of video.
It's horrendous.
Oh yeah, we do the same with our stuff. We listen.
It's so cringe, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, he sounds like a noob. And like anything, the more you do it, the better you get.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're not going to get anywhere unless you try. You're not going to go any of your first one's not going to be, go viral or anything like that. It's not going to happen. No.
It's a lot of hard work and slog.
One of my earlier videos, it's like my 5th video. And it's this one is scripted, but I didn't have a teleprompt. It was just lots of pages, and I had my son in the page, like a pianist, when someone turning the pages for. And my son was just, and it was really hot in the room, and I could see him sweating profusely moving this paper. And that was the top 5 solo card games, and that was done. I think that was done during COVID. That had like 30,000 views. On YouTube, which is it's huge for a channel that had, I think, 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I've never hit that again. Never hit that.
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, just the right time, right thing. But I really like that bit. My old ones, I really like that one.
Yeah.
Because they're quite the games that people wouldn't really pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were for my own reasons as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's quite
Love
good.
it.
Yeah.
Nice. So you obviously recently been to Essen.
Yes.
You know that. We talked about our encounters.
And I saw you there.
And getting
Same hotel.
Same hotel. Getting the hot dogs in the queue.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, you saved me.
I nearly died in front of your friend, and
we talked about your.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you had a weird moment with.
I had a weird. My body forgot how to
function.
Yeah. It just choked on air.
Yeah, you forgot how to live.
Yeah.
Hello.
I don't blame your friend for going like, oh.
Yeah, he's weird.
Do you know what? I was at Blood Bowl. I used to play Blood Bowl religiously, and I was at a tournament down in I can't remember what it was now. But it was it's called Thread Bowl, and there's about 100 people.
Yeah,
it's brilliant, absolutely. But it's 3 days of camping, food, Blood Bowl, and drink, and it's about £50. It's absolutely amazing. We all at the first night, all having a few drinks, and this was when we had wristbands on to say whether you wanted social contact or not. That's how close it was to being let out of COVID. So everyone was a little bit, 100 people in the same room together. And I was sat having a drink talking to this group of guys. For some reason, this guy just drank a beer and went, coughed beer all over my face. And everyone went, yeah.
You need to leave now.
And the funniest thing that came out of his mouth, and it just came to him and he went, I'm really sorry, that's never happened before. I was thinking, good. that's really good.
If that happened every time, it would be weird.
Yeah. Oh, that was a strange night.
That's what I should have said.
Yeah.
You didn't. You just made a weird devil noise.
Devil noise. That's what I should have said.
There we go. Anyway, so you obviously went to Essen.
Yes.
Interested to kind of get your take on it. Like, what was the kind of games that you played? What did you enjoy particularly?
Well, it was incredibly. I knew it'd be big. I had no idea how big. And I warned as well. It's huge. You need to prep. And the first thing I learned was, and I did, is I prepped what I wanted to do and wanted to see, because my wife bought it for me as a present. She didn't understand the magnitude, doesn't understand the magnitude of UK Games Expo, let alone this. So she booked me a day and a half there, which is nearly not enough time, but I appreciate what she did.
Yeah.
So I went over there. We got there on a Friday afternoon and had Friday afternoon and Saturday there. So we look at. I thought I'd booked in for the one you had booked in with Dranda Games, Galactic.
Oh, Galactic Cruise.
Yes,
Yeah.
I hadn't, but it was just a chat with the guys, so I was a bit frustrated with that. So I come and sat and watched you guys play for a while.
Yeah.
We were really lucky with that. We just turned up and then 2 seats became available and we just kind of sat down
Yeah?
to the colours that
Just
we liked. We were
honestly-
just, I don't know how it happened. It was
Just walk past and went, do you want to play? Yeah.
high roll, I think. Yeah.
Just
Oh, that's
weird.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, I don't know how that fits in the box. I've got those pieces are massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chonky, aren't they?
Yeah. What did we play? I can't think what we played now. We played White Castle. That's why I bought it. I
Okay.
played that and I loved it. And I thought
There was a hell of a queue for that on the
really?
first day. Yeah, the first day. It was...
I just pushed in like Becky. So.
Do you not know who I am?
Yeah. No, I sat down on the Friday, so I went to them and there's no one there.
Yeah,
So
fair enough.
I played that. I not normally into my tabletop battle games like Warhammer, but there was a bar there selling beer, and they had 2 types.
I missed this. I saw a photo. I think it's probably your photo.
Yeah.
I was like, where was this bar selling beer?
Well, they said it was in Hall 3.
Oh.
I spent most of the time.
Yeah, it
there.
was about 2 stalls down from Nucleum.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
I didn't even see it.
Oh, I know.
We didn't see that massive game either.
it's huge,
so-
the bar. It's massive.
Honestly, I don't know what I was doing.
No.
And they said, "Oh, we've got 2 types. What do you want?" And it was gamers beer or gamers beer triple. And I was like, "Okay, what's the difference?" They said, "Well, that's 4%. That's 8%." I said, 8%, please. So we had this beer, and as we were just grabbing our beers, there was a table to the left, and it was Alpha Strike.
Okay,
Sort
yeah.
of like a big giant bot thing.
Yeah.
That was quite good actually. I really enjoyed that. I've
Nice.
not played many of the Warhammer type games, but that was quite different because it was a smaller number of miniatures. With each miniature had their own abilities.
Yeah.
And I really liked that. We sat there for about an hour playing, and
Yeah.
the guy kept trying to convince me there's a huge community in the southwest, and I was like, no, I'm just playing something. But actually, I really enjoyed it when I sat down to the table. Yeah, it was
Nice.
really good. God, I can't think what else we played. We looked at Dante from Creative Game Studios. That's coming to Kickstarter next year. It's based on the Divine Comedy, going to hell and and it looks incredible. 3D. I'm doing a video, but I'm doing it for Paul's channel because he hasn't got. So I'm doing that.
Nice.
That looked really good, and we had a look at that being demoed and played. So
Nice.
that looks great. You can all the scenery changes. You can throw pillars around and block areas in. So there's a huge demon you've got to fight. That looks really nice.
There's loads of like EDA versions of Dante that come out. Most of them are really, really good. The computer game Dante was amazing.
Never
as well.
played the computer game.
Yeah,
No, I
it
know
was
of it,
awesome.
but
And there's lots of references in Hannibal as well.
No,
But,
fair enough.
yeah.
I played my first game of Wingspan.
Yeah, you
Essen,
told us this.
yeah.
Yeah. Just play Wingspan. I'm like, really?
Yeah,
So,
I've
first game.
never played it before, and we were walking by and there was a free table, and my friend said, "Do you want to play?" And I was like, "I just don't like the theme. I just don't get it."
Yeah.
Birds.
It's standard Euro. Euro themes are so dry, aren't they?
Yeah, but I quite liked it actually.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
enough to buy,
Yeah.
but I thought we played with the expansion as well.
We've kind of started taking the viewpoint with Euros where the theme doesn't really
Doesn't
matter
matter,
to
does
us anymore because we know somewhere there could be an amazing game, so we'll play them. And if the theme's then good and works,
I can't.
it's
like
extra on top.
I like it when it's really obscure and strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think, sure. Like you
Yeah,
say, do you
why
want to play a game about German motorways?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Why not?
Well, I said I said to guys at Stoneway, if you made this about dragon keeping, I'd be all over it.
Yeah.
Exactly the same mechanics, and
Yeah.
I'd be all over it. But birds don't
No.
interest me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it has a wide appeal though, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah, I mean it's sold millions of copies.
I mean,
isn't it?
yeah. And it's kind of treated as that, even though I don't think it's a gateway game, it has that gateway game feel.
Yeah,
It's
it does.
accessibility
Yeah,
because
'cause
it's
it's-
like, nice birds. They're
Yeah.
inoffensive, aren't they? Like, you
Yeah,
can't,
yeah.
it's hard to get really angry about some cute
Yeah,
birds
'cause
on
my
cards.
family have played Wingspan, but I don't think I would get them around a table playing about dragons. So maybe it does work.
That's what I
as
mean,
well.
yeah.
Whereas
Yeah,
I would prefer the dragons.
I
as
think
well,
I would.
but- yeah.
Yeah.
But we're kind of in the hobby though.
Yes.
Like, deep,
100%.
very very deep.
100%.
We played Furnace. I went to see
Good game.
Love that game.
Arcane Wonders, because I was looking at the expansions. I've got a solo version of it now. No,
Oh,
I've
really?
not played the base game because it's 2 to 4 player, and most of my games have a solo mechanic. Not all, but I just didn't buy it for that reason. And then I played it, and I thought this is great. It's really really nice engine builder. We played with 2 Argentines, and my friend is Captain Analysis Paralysis, honestly. So we were just going dunk dunk dunk, and I had like 6 or 7 factory cards, and he had like 12. So we were just sat there. I was like, I'm so sorry guys. So I've got that, and I've got the solo expansion. It adds a 5th player, and I think is it 5th player? I'm sure it adds a 5th player. And new mechanics.
Nice.
And a solo mode as well.
It's so crunchy for a little lightweight game. It's done in like half an hour.
I was impressed with
mental.
it. We played it last week, didn't we? And it was your game. Was it yours?
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, all right.
It's not very long either. It's
No.
another quick game, but I feel
done.
and I feel like afterwards. I was like, that was brilliant. I feel done. It's good.
Yeah, you get a lot out of that 60 minutes. The same as if you played like a 2.5 hour midway Euro.
Yeah.
And
Really
it
liked it.
really packs a punch for what it does. And I'm now like, because I'm a sadist, I want to play with the advanced walls, which means you have to activate from left to right in the card.
Yes, and you get we played with you get like asymmetric abilities as well with your factory owners.
So I'm like, I'm up for that. I just need more of a,
I'm
brain
always
melt.
sitting at home. Always
Bring it to GridCon.
Yeah, bring it to GridCon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It'd be good.
Cool.
That's good. Yeah, I didn't think I played anything else in Essen because obviously I was only there for a day and a half.
Yeah.
Did you buy anything you didn't play?
Yeah, loads. I've got Nucleum.
Yeah.
Planta Nubo.
Nice.
Jealous.
Yeah, it looks great.
It looks amazing.
There was nothing about the game. I didn't see
I didn't know.
anything about it beforehand. I was desperately looking. I thought, right, I love the designer. Let's have a look at this game. And I was like, my God, there's nothing. And there was one, I think I've seen one video in German, and I don't know German. In fact, we had to rely on GCSE German to get us from the airport to Essen by train.
The same, it was tough, but telling everyone that I have blonde hair and green eyes doesn't really help. Because that's the only phrase I remembered from school. And I live in the UK.
Yeah.
Again, not really
not
helpful.
Really useful.
No,
so I'm looking forward to Planta Nubo because I saw that being played at the hotel, so I just kind of went over and drifted and just watched it. It looked great. The components looked great. I love that tile laying, of
polyomino kind of style.
Yeah, I mean it's got whispers of obviously Feast for Odin in it. So other tile laying game I saw was I forgot the name of it again. World Wonders. Yes, from Arcane Wonders. That looked like a mashup between like Feast for Odin with that mat and the tile laying, and then the giant buildings from Tapestry. And I wanted to buy that, but that was sold out within 2 days, I think.
Yeah.
I've got loads of games. I just can't think of. I had a suitcase full because I was going to ask you to take back Void for me.
You did, yeah.
And then
I did say I would. I said,
but
if you wanted to buy it, chuck it in the car.
Speak to my wife and try and sneak that in, and she would have known something's happened. She's very quick like that.
Yeah.
And
have you played Voidfall yet?
No, I haven't. No, I have not played.
I don't mind. If you going Friday for GridCon, are you there Friday?
I'm there. Well, yeah, 3 days. Yeah.
Don't mind playing. I'll play a game if you want. I'll always play Voidfall.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favourite games.
Well, I sat and watched that again. I just must look like a creep, just staring at people over the table, just like that, breathing heavy in someone's ear. Yeah. Don't mind me.
Yeah, I was just watching the
like those metal pieces. God.
I did that. That looks incredible. I love Mind Clash games.
Yeah,
everything they do is brilliant.
For me, perfection. It's one of my favourites.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Is it that good?
For me, it's just got everything I like. It's kind of like a 4X, but it's all deterministic.
Yeah.
It has completely different engine building. You've got tech that comes out, which is very variable. Every game I've played has felt completely different so far, but obviously I think I've only played about 5 times. But for me, that's
Well, a lot of people have said already, regardless of what comes out in the next 2 months, that's their game of the year.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said that.
Yeah, for me, I feel like it's my game.
I mean, I love Anachrony. I love games that give me a headache.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes do. I think I go right gaming day all day.
Yeah.
In my start at 9, finish at midnight or whatever.
Yeah.
And the first game we played once was Anachrony because sometimes I know
as a warm up.
as a warm up.
I love it.
Because people drift in through the day. So we always have the big game, the 8-player player at night because that's when everyone's normally free. And I remember we played Anachrony 4 player, and afterwards we were just sat on the sofa, the head in our hands, just rocking, and then we had to play like a filler after just a
Let's wheel up Cercei.
Yeah,
come on, Cercei now.
And everyone was just glazed after it because there was so much thinking, and it was quite good.
It's weird, but those kind of games are relaxing to me, and they shouldn't be.
They shouldn't.
But I find that it's just kind of like quiet in my mind. I just hyper focus on it. It's quiet, and I'm just like, oh, this is relaxing.
They are satisfying.
Yeah, and that's what I like from it. That's like a stress relief for those games. And
it's exercise for the mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you cannot think about any problems whatsoever. No. You can't think about anything because you just don't have brain power. It's gone, isn't it? It's like crud. How am I going to get through this?
And I always lose in Anachrony.
I suck at it.
Yeah,
I suck at it. Yeah.
And that, I mean, another game that I get a headache after playing, especially multiplayer, is Age of Empires.
Yeah.
Which is a big, heavy game, and the world expands depending on the amount of players you've got, and that is. I've played that a few times, and it just racks your brain. It's so many little moving parts and tech trees and all sorts of developments. That by the end of it, your eyes are just boss-eyed and you can't think straight.
Games that I find that make me feel more drained are probably like the more social games, so such as
what, like Avalon.
I enjoy it, and we enjoy it, but afterwards I'm like, oh, just been shouting at someone for an hour. I need to go.
That's just because of the way you play Avalon. You're very aggressive.
Well, I told you about my experience with The Thing, with our first non-gamer, who thought it'd be funny to throw in sort of like bad cards just for shits and giggles, really.
Just wants to watch the world burn.
Yeah. And at the end I said, why did he do that? You messed everyone up. And he went, oh, it was fun though, wasn't it? Yeah. Wanted to see what would happen. That's what he said, yeah.
I love that.
And I said, but one time you started saying I was the Thing, and you knew I wasn't. And you went, yep.
Yeah. Still great. I love that film though, The Thing. Still one of my favourite films.
Game.
Have you watched the remake?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, it's a prequel, isn't it?
It's the Swedish camp, isn't it? Is it to do with all Norwegians?
Love it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the remake.
It's a prequel.
Yeah.
Prequel.
It's
very
up
similar.
all the way up to the start of the original film.
I didn't know that was a thing. We'll have to watch it.
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
Excuse the
I
pun.
liked it, yeah.
Yeah. It's not recent now. Is it like 10 years old? Something like that?
'Cause the original Thing, who is it that's in it?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, there
McCready.
we go. Yeah.
Big beard.
Yes, yeah.
But it's just
Kurt
a
Russell.
great film. It's just obviously
quality.
It's dated in its visuals a little bit now.
Yeah, but it's still
but I still love it.
Do you know what? Funny story about that is when I was about 8 years old, when parents watched videos from the VHS Blockbuster, the local shop. I remember coming down and my dad watching the film, and he sat watching it, and he was like, "Oh, watch this bit," and it was the bit when the guy was on the chair and they were testing the blood, and then when it comes up out the blood, and the guy starts shaking on the chair. Now I sat there and I was an 8-year-old boy, and I just like going,
"What have I seen?"
I know, and it traumatised me. And I remember when Blu-ray players become a thing, and I went to our price, and I thought, The Thing, I've always wanted to watch that, and I got it, and I was watching the film. And at some point I was thinking, I feel uneasy at the minute. It's like, this is I was like to sweat. Yeah. It's like something's going on. And then when that thing come out of the petri dish, I was just like, oh my god, I remember this. I just started having a panic attack. All these visions of when I was 8 screaming at the telly.
Yeah. Me, it was the spider head.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's like the upside down head, and then legs come out.
It falls off.
What the hell is going on? But
for its time, it was.
It was visionary.
Yeah.
It was absolutely disgusting and mad.
Over and over when we were about probably 14, 13.
Have you played the 8-player game?
No, I think we need to give that a whirl.
Really really simple, but really, really nice.
No, I've
thematic, they sound.
In fact,
that's
the one where you have like a deck of cards and you have to like trade the virus.
No, you don't trade.
That's the original one. Yeah.
Outpost at 31.
Yeah.
That's and the other one is actually. You've got miniatures and things
okay. So I've played the one where you have the deck of cards and you have like
you've got miniatures there. That's the Theop games, isn't it? One,
yeah.
And this one's just that one has a really nice light version of. Yeah. But that one there,
the first one was a bit more crunch, I think. But
the first one you can actually win if you're the Thing by doing nothing. Just play really well.
Yeah.
Just play and all you do is you just get on the helicopter and go. And that's the thing I don't like about that. So, This one here, you've got dogs that can infect you. You've got and then you've got this like a what's it called? Like a traitor track. It goes up and it shows the likelihood that you're infected.
Yes.
But it means nothing sometimes. Yeah. So people start distrusting you.
It's just misdirection.
And you
isn't
can get rid of it by getting blood and testing your own blood. And then it puts you down to 0 again.
Mm-hmm. That's thematic though, isn't it?
So then what you can do is then you can say, right, if you prove it by testing yourself, and then you're okay then, and you do it and you think, see, I told you so.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a great game.
Sounds good.
Nice. So just finishing off Essen then. Are you going back next year?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Longer as well.
Yeah.
Longer. We need to do a bus for the whole of Taunton, I think. I was at the hotel going, I've seen him, I know, I've seen you before. You know, even Luke used to live in Taunton, didn't he?
He did. Yeah. It's the fun,
I'm definitely going back next year.
Yeah.
The game bus, that's what we should do.
Yeah,
because
the
you drove,
bus.
I can't believe that's a long way, isn't it?
It was mad, but I quite enjoyed it.
Who let you down on the snacks? I heard about that.
The snack, Rob.
Yeah,
he let himself down.
There.
Yeah. We were okay because we had our own snacks.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What did he bring? Bottled water and fruit.
He just kind of turned up and went, "Oh, I forgot about snacks on this 12-hour journey." It's like, what were you going to do, mate?
Lick condensation off the window.
Got some crumbs where my son has sat over the past year. If you want to,
we did get an average breakfast that was called Great Breakfast.
No, the
as
good
well.
breakfast.
The good breakfast, which was just the most average breakfast.
The below average breakfast.
Yeah.
Services,
that kept us going. Yeah.
What about you? You going next year?
Yeah.
It's got to be. I think it's that's probably one of the best ones I've been to.
I said I was not going to go every year.
It's just your first time, or
but the first time we went, and I said I won't go every year. It'll be like a special thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then I went.
First.
It's brilliant.
I've got to go back. Yeah, honestly, I went for 2 days, and I was like, I need more. But when we were walking out on the Saturday night, when it was sort of like everyone was closing down, I walked through Hall 1 and went, I've not even been here. Walked past Fantasy Flight Games and went, oh my god,
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you need the days. Like even we did 3.
You need to plan.
I still didn't see all the games I wanted.
You seem to just wing it.
We did wing it, and I don't advise
well.
anyone to wing it. I didn't. I didn't really prepare. I'm not going to lie. I looked at the app. I downloaded the app the night before. It was about to go in the car, and I tapped a few things, and then I couldn't be bothered, and then I got in the car and drove. So
I think I only planned the night before, but I didn't go to bed till quite late, which is probably a bad idea. But I was.
You didn't drive, so you were alright.
Yeah, I was alright. I was just sitting.
You were
planning.
DJ.
Yeah, I was DJ. No, I was.
Yeah.
Well, I did play one game actually. There's Cursed Empire. It's like this universe this guy Chris has created, and he's got a couple of games in this universe. And Heroes of
I know what you're on
Thargos.
about. We spoke to him at Expo.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you play the mage one?
We didn't play it, but he was showing us the. It's got like a card game, and there's like a tabletop version of it. And
yes.
there's
The tabletop version's in production at the minute
Right,
for
yeah.
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That looks enormous.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And you can mix and match all of them.
You
as
can
well.
kind of blend. It's like what?
Yeah, no, it's I've played Heroes of Thargos. That's really good 2-player dueling card game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can do lots of different things. But you can do a campaign and you can do solo play as well. But I prefer the one-on-one. That's better. Where you can kind of build your character. You've got 4 characters and you build them, and then you basically fight for something in the middle, and the person claims it. And we played this really light card game where you're a mage. And all you do is it's a bit like Exploding Kittens, draw a card, play a card. But you've got a deck of about 4 cards. But when you play a spell, is I'll attack you, and then you can take it or defend it. And if you defend it, then it doubles, and you've got to defend it. And it goes round that way.
Okay.
So
That's quite cool.
with your hand, you're not really sure who's going to be attacking you because it could loop.
Yeah.
And then you can play things to bounce.
So you don't want to spend too much because if you don't have enough to defend.
Yeah, that was
We're getting
really
it.
good. So I was quite impressed with that. It only took about 10 minutes. But
Yeah.
it's like, I want to do that again. Oh, I get it. I want to do that again. And you start creating this nice combo, and you
cool.
can gel cards together to create a better effect.
Yeah, that's
That
cool.
was quite nice, actually.
I wouldn't mind a cool spell casting wizard gamer game.
Do you like
Is this-
dueling card games?
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah,
like
them.
trading card games.
No.
I don't like
I
games.
like trading card games as
Do you?
well. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I tried Lorcana, and I just thought I just can't see that. Apart from Disney, I didn't like the game at all.
No, fair enough.
But I've got a couple of games. One of my favourites is Scum of the Earth. So it's set in Napoleon times. One of you's Napoleon, one of you's Great Britain and the Allies, and he just dueling card games. You can have up to 9 cards out and you can equip them, move them about and attack.
Oh, nice.
Brilliant game. Absolutely brilliant. Really thematic as well.
Yeah.
The guy who makes it, he's even done like research the histories, all the cards of little bits of history that happened, and it's written. Somebody look going, oh my god, I never knew that happened.
Yeah.
And in this, you learn that one guy could have actually won the war for Napoleon, but he got up late. He got up late and he missed. He was meant to go to like the high ground, and he was beaten to it because he slept in. He slept in.
Brilliant.
It's amazing the stories from like wars where it's just.
Well, they're human beings.
It's one of mistakes.
No alarm clocks back then.
Probably on the ports too much. On the night before.
Google set an alarm. It didn't happen.
Got a battle at 7:30. I need to be up
Winston Churchill in the World War One, where he took all those boats into the little channel between Turkey when he shouldn't have, and he just got absolutely decimated, and then was just like got kicked out of the army because of it. So it's just those little interactions, isn't it?
That's
just crazy.
Cool. So why don't we talk about some of our niche number ones then, Mark?
Okay. There we go.
Are you ready? This is like kind of, as another of our guests said, it's like board game speed dating. So think on your feet. Right?
Okay.
It's coming at you. Oof. So what is your favourite game that gives you the most AP?
Oh God. I have analysis paralysis thinking of this now.
That's
the irony here.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, we can cut the bit out that takes you 10 minutes to think, so it's fine.
I would probably say Anachrony. It's got to be Anachrony.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's. I do plan my turns on other people's turns. I'm a good boy, I learn by my own rules. But as you said, game circumstances can change your turn.
Absolutely.
But
I usually audibly say that as well. So when it comes around to me, I'm going, "What you've done is just screwed me." Yeah. I've planned everything, but it's all gone to.
Go and get your pillows because you're going to be here for a while.
It's although when I did play Furnace, deciding what order to do everything in is, and you kind of, I put my cubes and going, right, I'm just going to put that there just to calculate. And so that, for a very small game, that gave me, but my friend was dire. Actually, these two Argentines were just sat there going, I've got a flight to catch tomorrow. But Anachrony, what about you?
Mine is Lorenzo Il Magnifico.
I have not played that.
And like we literally mentioned it on an episode previous, but it's around the towers. So you have cards on towers, and again it's about board state changing, and you plan maybe around 2 of those cards, and then 2 of them have gone, and then you're like your turn, you're like, right, okay,
start again,
and you literally reevaluate the board, and you're looking at cards going, I want that, I can't afford that one, and then and you end up in that kind of situation. So but I do like that game. It's fun.
What about you?
I'm going to say for the new hotness, it's actually Nucleum.
Yeah?
The games I've played, I've sat there and I've planned my turn, and then it's come around to me and I've gone, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I don't know why I've planned to do that, because it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So then I sit there going, and I enjoy the puzzle, and it's a nice little combination of, do I place this out? But then I need this to place this action up here, and I need it back, but I need these colours to place there, and it's slowly you end up melting into yourself, but it is enjoyable.
Okay, right, next one, mate. Favourite game that you wish you were just better at, but you're not? Or you never will be in your own head.
What game do I always lose?
Yeah.
That I enjoy.
You secretly go, I just wish I was better at it.
My parents always like, we'll come over for a game, and every time they play me, I always lose, regardless of which game. Regardless of which game I play, my parents both beat me at. We played, they came over the other day and we played some games I picked up from Essen, so like Portals and I think Smash Me. Both of them. Yeah, they're not even gamers. And they're like going, he's meant to be an expert at gaming.
Got his own channel and everything.
I think for me, it's anything abstract. Sagrada, Azul. I love playing them, I do, but I always, when I play Sagrada, at the end I look down and thinking, Christ, there's a lot of holes still in my window. There's a lot of holes. I forgot about the sort of like
the tools that you can use.
And the scoring cards, that's quite important. And so I pretty window, but it scores nothing. So for me, definitely abstract games. I just I just can't visualize.
Get lost in the abstractness of it.
With the scoring and things. And I'm just going, what, green's got to go there, and I'm thinking, that doesn't.
Yeah, why am I doing that?
Yeah,
I'm making a nice pretty window. It's fine.
And they always beat me, and they just laugh. My son beats me as well all the time. Like, he smashed me at taverns the other day.
Yeah,
absolutely destroyed me. And not only did he beat me, he went in and said, "I've beat Dad again."
Yeah,
thanks.
Yeah, I'll announce it to the whole family for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
Salt in the wound. Just like, no.
My son's the same. Yeah, he's 8, so you know.
I thought he'd be a really gracious winner. JP.
No, he's like me.
His dad.
No, he's exactly like me. He will gloat that
Really?
thing forever. Yeah. I don't like it. Yeah, I see why you don't like it. Yeah.
I don't gloat much in games, but the one I have gloated in was a Game of Thrones, and I don't like playing Martell. I stuck in that corner. You got dragons and then Baratheon things.
Oh, with the expansion, it's
Targs, yeah.
And I just played a really placid game, and I was just being really nice. And the last turn, I just ransacked everywhere and won. And people, I was last place, so people just left me alone. And
Yeah.
all about Game
They
of
wrote you
Thrones,
off.
don't win, don't be winning.
No.
Yeah.
Be kind of close to winning.
It's Mario Kart.
Yes, it is.
Be
Yeah.
slightly
Yeah.
like not in the running and then just shoot from the back. Yeah.
Yeah. My dad's always said, don't be last, but don't be first.
Yeah. Start hovering that middle pack and then reach out. What about you, Davey? What was yours?
Oh, I've mentioned it earlier. I think Anachrony.
That's mine. That's exactly why I said it.
Mine clash. I've won or become close to winning, or good at. Hopeful. And then.
Modest.
Hey, I'm allowed to, I'm crap at Anachrony, so it's fine.
So
I'm allowed to brag about the ones I can do, because the ones I'm bad at. And Anachrony just doesn't click with me, but I enjoy it.
Nice. Right, last one then. It's a favourite game that you should sell, but you just cannot bring yourself to do it.
Every single game. My wife had a rule saying every game I bought back from Essen I had to sell one, and I did.
Yeah.
And it was a hard. I was in there for about half an hour, just
crying.
Right, which one haven't I played over a year? Right, no, I need to add another variable into that. Which one haven't I played over a year? That starts with the letter A. And no, B, C.
Roll the dice.
Which one should I get rid of?
Why did you make me do this?
I mean, it breaks my heart to say this, but I love Blood Bowl. I've been playing that for years, but you have to have one other player who is good.
Yeah.
Because you can't, no fun if you're playing a noob. And the new rules, there's a lot more intricacy now with passing and things like that. And I don't think, now I've got my channel and doing, I'm busy and things, I don't think I'm going to get to play any tournaments, because they're none really local, more in Bristol and things. So that would probably be, and I don't think I can. I should, because I know I'm never going to play. I mean, the last time I played Blood Bowl was about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was at a tournament.
Yeah.
And none of my friends, well, they do play, but I don't think they'll ever come over for a game. They'd rather play something else. So I don't think I'm ever going to play that again for a long, long, long time. And
it's a lot of tournaments that happen in Taunton. Blood Bowl's quite popular.
Yeah, I mean, I actually, no, I lied. I did play one in Taunton. I won.
Nice.
I beat the Thread Bowl referee that come down.
Nice.
He's pretty good. And it was full game. It was 1-1. Went to an extra time, and I scored in the last turn of extra time.
Nice.
With lucky dice rolls. It is a lucky dice roll.
What faction do you usually play then?
Undead or Khemri. Something really hard hitting.
Yeah. Nice.
I won that, so I've got to get that out there.
Yeah. I won't edit it out.
I should get rid of that, because I know I'm not going to play it, and I've got a load of teams for it, but I don't think I'm going to play. But I just can't, because it has sentimental. I've been playing since I was about 13.
It's hard to do it, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And it just so many memories of playing, and it's really weird, because when I open the box, it has a smell. And it smelled like when I was 14 opening up the box for my birthday, and I get it's really weird that I remember I can sit myself at the table, with my curtains and my highlights and things, and my one ear pierced.
It's like you get it out to sell it, and then the box opens a little bit, and you're like, no, I can't do it. I can't
put it away.
And I know I'm never going to play it, and I need to get rid of it for room as well.
Yeah.
But I just can't. No. I just don't think I can.
No, well, nostalgia's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I think, we're not telling you to sell it, so it's fine. You absolutely don't have to. But yeah, what your mind says and what your heart says, it's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah. How about you, JP? Too many bones?
No, never. Never even remotely thought about selling it.
So I've got Gasket still unboxed. I've had it for about 2 weeks. Yeah, I know.
I'll just play with some of the new characters.
I wouldn't say that. JP's about to kick you out of his house.
Yeah.
That's all right. I've still got my copy.
I do like Gasket. You've almost got to fuel them, haven't you?
Yeah, you got the hydro.
Yeah,
the
the
power
hydros,
them up.
yeah.
It's very different because I'm going to start talking about too many.
Well, they're all
boats.
different. That's the thing I love about them.
Yeah.
Is they're all completely different.
Definitely asymmetrical. The whole lot.
Unbelievable.
Like,
You've
it's like
almost
a
got
different
to-
game.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and when you teach someone the rules, you then got to teach them their character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to play Riffle. Is the new deck one?
It's good fun.
Yeah.
You're playing kind of poker and Too Many Bones at the same time.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah,
told that,
he's a
yeah.
good fun. He's quite powerful actually. He's very versatile.
I do want to play him.
Yeah, he can heal, he can do damage, you can
Yeah.
get bones. It's great.
It's just hard to get to the table with you, even though you love it so much.
It is. The downside to the game is it takes forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long game, like, unless you're playing solo or two.
Yeah, I normally
players,
play
it's
solo
bad.
because I've got the Undertow one.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've got that and just a couple of
Stanza or Duster.
Stanza, I think.
Yeah.
I like the music.
The bard system in it.
Yeah.
It's just really clever.
Yeah, I remember that's one of the games
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you were playing.
Just
as-
have the
It
focus
did look
and
interesting.
you get switch songs out. And
Yeah,
you
yeah, I do.
I really enjoy Stanza.
And I
think
like
it's
the way
very
you use the
clever.
dice to play the song. It's really good.
Yeah, it's very clever. What about you, mate? What's yours?
So I have tried to sell this one. Shall I say it? Because I have actually tried to sell it, but it never sells.
What, Monumental?
Monumental.
Yeah, I thought it
But
might
it's one of these where I never really want to sell it, but I put it up to sell it because I haven't played it, and it's a really good game, but it suffers with really long turns in between.
Yeah.
You basically have to combo cards. It's like a civilization game, and it's got like a 4xy feel in some aspect where you go along and you take over sectors which give you things, and when they give you these things you can then do this stuff over here. You then got a combo where you've got like a grid of cards, and it's 3x3. When you activate a row or column you get all those abilities.
Oh, right.
But you can time the stuff however you want. So you can move around, do this because you've got the movement from that, but that then gives you something there, which means you go buy from the shop, which then combos with that card. And some people's turns can end up taking so long, but it's a really fun game to play for the player while you're playing it, and then it's someone else's turn, and you kind of sit there and go,
Oh, it's my go, is it?
there's not much interaction.
To make some food.
Yeah, 'cause there's not much interaction until it gets towards the late game where people start actually clashing and some things happen, but even the combat's like not combat.
No.
So really fun to play, really enjoy it, but also I think I need to throw in some of the other aspects of the game, which sounds counterintuitive to a game that already takes too long on people's turns to be like, you know what I'm
What
going
this
to do
needs is
is more stuff
More.
happening. But some of it's like you have monsters that go around that you fight that then give you things.
Yeah.
And it might add like another little bit of interaction for people trying to fight over a resource that's moving around the board and some other aspects. And then Marcus did turn around the other day and say, I want to play that game. And I thought, yeah, I'll crack it out. Let's take it off for sale.
Blowing the dust off it, right. Like it.
Yeah.
Like it.
I've got one question for you two then.
Go on then.
What game do you think has been made better by house rules or house variants that people have made? Have you got any?
Yeah, I've actually got one.
You go and I'll
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
So I would actually say any game that we play that has a selection mechanic at the start, so has a character, we've started to house rule a lot of these by, if it says that you just only get one, we actually start giving out two, and then you get to choose, because sometimes you get stuck with one where you've played it a lot, so then you'll just choose the other one.
Yes.
And a lot of ones are just like you just give one out. So that's the house rule that we've done for a lot of games, which we prefer with all of them. Ark Nova, we do it as well. We give, rather than just pick a zoo, we just give out two zoos. And and you just pick one. Just because for us,
variety.
it's
then,
the variety,
and the
yeah.
choice.
It's that variety of choice. Sometimes, otherwise, I would have been stuck. I think I've been dealt like the same zoo 3 games in a row, and I wouldn't have wanted to play that zoo 3 times in a row. So
it's a tough one for me to answer. I've got an answer, but it is tough because I don't generally like to do it. I'm the guy that's like, no!
Play by the rules. The rules are written for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. They know better than us. We're just plebs. But there is one game, which is Fallout, board game from Fantasy Flight Games. I picked it up.
I've always wanted to play that. I've not played that.
it came out, 2016, something around that time. I went to Expo, picked it up. It was kind of the hotness
That's
of
the
it. That
tile
yeah.
revealing one, isn't
That's
it?
right, yeah. You reveal the tiles and you go around. And it's kind of weird because it's not now because it's a cooperative now.
Yeah,
but
it's got
at
an
the
expansion
time.
for it as well,
Yeah,
yeah,
at the time it was a competitive kind of Fallout game.
Yeah.
Where you obviously going through your story deck, very thematic to the game, but you're kind of just playing your game and everyone's playing their game, and you don't really massively interact with each other. And then you're kind of getting into it, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm getting into it. I'm leveling up, I'm doing all the the special, and you're getting all these abilities. And then someone just goes, right, got the objective, I win.
Oh, I've heard that.
And
It just ends immediately.
Yeah, and you're like,
yeah.
What? And it's just that's the most un-Fallout kind of ending to a game where you're kind of in the middle of a quest.
They changed that now.
Yeah, well, at the time, it always felt jarring. We played it a few times, and I was like, I just don't like the way this ends. I like the game, I'm enjoying it, and it's just like bang. So there was like a variant that came out unofficially. That
Board Game
changed.
Geek one, or
Yeah, someone kind of came up with a house rule and did like some rules on it, and so it wasn't official, but it looked like it was considered. And and even then I was like, I don't really want to put this in the box, but but I did, and then we played with it, and it was a bit better. I wouldn't say it was a lot better. It was a bit better, but because it kind of gave you a chance to
it was
see the quest.
It was like a slow
bit.
teeter off, wasn't it?
Rather than going.
It kind of like had like an arc.
So we played with
it had like a good midpoint, and then it started to teeter off a little bit. I found
it kind of worked with the factions that were kind of on the board that you were either helping or hindering, and it kind of ended when one of those got to a certain state. So you could at least see the quest line through to the end, whether you're helping faction A or faction B. But then they kind of said, no, this is a co-op game, which I completely agree. It works better as a co-op, playing against the game.
They didn't remake the game, they just bought an expansion, did they?
Yeah, it was I think it's called Atomic Bonds.
Yeah.
It was like a small expansion, added obviously some more cards and things, but just changed the rules to full co-op.
Oh, okay.
And then retrofitted that back for all of the scenarios for,
for
that and its expansion. So, which I haven't played.
Did Chris P get that?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's got it. But yeah, that's the only one that I can really recall that we've house ruled, but it's not really my house rule. So I don't know if that counts.
No, I mean same thing for me. Is mine's probably Dark Souls. I mean, I'm not, apart from Eldritch Heart, I'm not a fan of big dice chuckers. Like I played Zombicide once and I couldn't stand it. I just felt, I'm just rolling dice moving. But I really liked Dark Souls, and do you ever play the console game? And it's a grind.
Yeah, I played Elden Ring, so it's kind of similar.
And it's just a grind.
The
board game's the same. It's and it takes a lot. It's hours because you basically play one full game of 2 hours. Do you right? That's halfway. Reset the board now and do it again. We've got the big boss. You're like, oh my god, this is horrendous, and it takes hours and hours. So people come up with house rules for. You would end up with a market deck like this. So half the time you're drawing cards that aren't even suitable for your class, and it's a waste. You paid souls for them, so you're going, oh, I can't use that. I've just wasted 10 souls for magic, and I'm a warrior. So people house ruled. They got what characters you're playing. Right, add these cards to the deck. Remove these ones. Change the number of lives you get. And much quicker game, and it goes through in a couple of hours now. But it's not my house rule, but it's from Board Game Geek, and it's really good. Much better variant.
Nice. Yeah, interesting.
There we go.
One last question we've got for you, Mark, just so you can go home at some point.
I'm not staying.
Yeah. we got the blow-up bed for you. It's all good. What are you looking forward to? What's kind of your game or event, or maybe both, that you're like, you know what, I just cannot wait?
I'm looking forward to GridCon.
Yeah.
I first time last year.
Okay, cool.
And it's around my birthday.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I really enjoyed it last year. We played loads of games. All 3 days we were there from start to finish.
Yeah.
There was a really bad moment where I am a real stickler for drinks on the table. I even got myself, my friend who always spills drinks, for my Geek and Cercei, I bought cup holders just for him, and they're really expensive. I was like, I've got them all for everyone, but they're for you. He does it all the time. And we were at GridCon, and we were playing Aliens. Next to us, they were playing Ark Nova, and I think back then it was probably quite new.
Yeah,
Ark
literally
Nova.
Not long been out.
Yeah, and my friend had a beer on the table, and this guy said, "Oh, don't put your beer near my drink." And I thought, yeah, that's right. So my friend went to grab the beer and he knocked it with his finger and it fell. And we all just went, oh my God. And he picked up the drink, but because it was beer, he slammed it on the table and it went like that. And we were just, and my stuff got wet. And I was like, I don't care about my stuff. Get this guy's stuff cleaned up now. And I said to my friend, right, go to the kitchen, get some towels now. And he came back with a dirty, wet dishcloth. I was like, oh my God, that's the worst thing you could have got. And in the end, I got, because it's my birthday, they got me a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I used the t-shirt, my new t-shirt. I'm so embarrassed. And everyone was running around, and the guy who did it just sank into himself and just become a small ball on the chair.
Yeah.
And didn't want to move or breathe.
Yeah.
So,
you know what that's like, don't you?
Yeah.
That was
about my rum experience.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, that was I felt so sorry for the guys. We're like, right, we'll buy you the game if you want it. No, they're okay.
Yeah.
But I just
yeah, we're all right.
I'm looking forward to GridCon. I am looking forward to getting my new camera. I said it's
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to starting editing on a laptop and things now. And conventions really. I just want to get to. I want to go to Aircon.
Yeah, okay, I'd like
it's
to.
going to take as long as it will do to get to Germany, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's the UK motorways.
Yeah.
Right.
Stuart
They
had
do
a
one in
fun
Telford,
time.
don't they? No, I saw they did one in Telford.
Aircon West, is it?
Yeah. I don't know how big that is.
No, I think they're just starting it this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think it's a smaller one. But yeah, they're branching out across the country.
But I have asked my guys if they want to go to that mini marathon one in Winchester, is it?
Yeah.
The 12-hour one. There's 12 in January, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to go to that.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, Dan runs it. He's part of our pod now.
Oh,
so he runs the
right.
24-hour board game marathon.
Yeah,
so it's his convention.
Reason they couldn't do that for a reason. It was the day I got back from holiday, and I thought it'd be really cheeky if I see your wife. There's the washing. Yeah.
I got to play board games for 24 hours. See.
Did he do it? Did he do 24?
Yeah. I was on the live stream. I ran the live stream with Shelley, who's been doing it for a long time. So I was literally pretty much on.
How much
a
coffee?
stream a lot.
Is it? Yeah.
It got to a point with that, and I said it. We did one of our episodes that you can kind of go back. We literally recorded snippets throughout the entire 24-hour, and you can just tell by the end. It's like, hello, it's 3 a.m. I can't be arsed. And I
played a 6-hour game of Hegemony.
Oh God!
You did over like the early
None of
hours.
us knew the rules, and we decided to play, and then we just it was absolute chaos. It was the most chaos. Everyone else, we all really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We were just, I wouldn't do that again. I'm not playing Hegemony.
I was dreading Scythe. Like, I love Scythe. I'll play Scythe any day.
I love it. Yeah.
But I didn't. As the kind of day went on, the Scythe was booked in for 4 a.m. Right?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, whose idea was to put Scythe at 4 a.m? And I was just like, if I could get out of this, I would. Because mentally, I was just degrading as the hours went on. And then we set it up, and then we played, and it was great.
Oh,
and it just suddenly just perked me right up. And it was the cleanest Scythe game we had. Like 6-7 players, still done in 2 and a bit hours. Yeah.
Brilliant. That's
so it was
a
like,
good game.
oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
A friend of mine, for a birthday present last year, he said, look, as a birthday present, I'm going to paint your Scythe miniatures.
Oh,
and
nice.
he painted everything. He painted the airships, the characters, everything, and they look incredible. And I haven't played it yet. I cannot wait to get it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
I cannot wait.
I always enjoy Scythe as well.
Have you seen all the Easter eggs on the board?
Yeah,
They're
Thor
brilliant.
and Santa.
Brilliant.
And, all sorts going on. There's loads
I've
of
seen
them,
Jon Snow. Jon Snow's on there as well.
Oh, is he?
With his dog. Yeah.
What's his dog called?
Ghost.
Yeah.
There's loads of little Easter eggs on that board.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Any other questions, Mark?
No, thank you for having me.
No, honestly.
Yeah.
Been a pleasure.
It's been a good
Thank you very
chat.
much.
We could probably chat for another 2 hours, and we probably shouldn't.
Well, they didn't notice we were talking about board games before we even started the podcast.
I asked all my good questions then.
Yeah. God damn it! I should have recorded them. But no, a massive thank you for popping on the show.
Thanks for having me.
No,
It's been
anytime. And it's been nice to catch up with you over the conventions and kind
Yeah.
of get to know you a little bit more. And we need to get a game together at some point.
We do, yeah, because I'm
got to do
a
it.
different person then. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to see it. Yeah.
I turned into like Red Ross, he's in French.
Red Ras. So no, we need to definitely do that. But maybe
Unagi.
maybe GridCon's the day.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
The weekend.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the
Yeah.
Voidfall offers there. So.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, because I've got there's 8 of us going, but
Oh,
it's
jeez,
over.
yeah.
It's over 3 days. So some of them can't do the Friday. So
No.
I was trying to find out who's doing what, so I can do a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I like my spreadsheet.
Exciting.
When I do my board game days, I go right. Who's coming? What time? And they go right this and this. I said
Yeah.
right. Okay, so we've got this time to this, and I get a
You two are
list
going on a
out.
We
house
are.
on fire. Yeah,
And we
yeah.
have to
Same.
start. And the thing is, I'll tell my friend we start an hour early because he's always late.
Yep.
So
Oh,
it
yeah,
turns
yeah.
out we're like bang on time, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm good now.
I know.
I'm good now.
I wasn't thinking about you. I
Yeah,
was.
that's good. Yeah.
You're pretty good. But you have to, though, when you're doing game days, you have to know who's coming when people are arriving or leaving.
Yep.
And then you, like, if you're anything like me, you want to schedule the day out and know exactly what you're playing in the morning, straight after that.
I send out
Yeah.
links for YouTube videos for role plays
Yeah.
and things like that. Yeah,
I'll bone up on the rolls.
Expect you to. I said I'll test you during the week.
Little pop quiz from
Yeah.
Mark coming up. Yeah.
Great stuff. Thank you, Mark.
No worries.
Thanks for listening to the episode. It's been great catching up with Mark. If you really enjoyed the show, please share this episode with a member of your gaming group or a friend. We'd love to get the podcast out there. And if you want to support the show, you can do on Ko-fi, which is Ko-fi, and you can get all the details on our show notes and our website. Also, if you want to get in contact with the show, you can contact us via our social media platforms and our email address, which again is all in our show notes. But we're going to wrap up and put all the games away, and we'll see you next time.